The team seems to be trying to ride out the controversy. In a statement overnight, there was no mention of the words Donald Trump or White House. Instead, the Eagles said simply it was thrilling to win the Super Bowl, and they were happy that the entire Eagles community has come together to celebrate that.
All right, Hallie Jackson at the White House. Hallie, thank you.
Also breaking overnight is the president's former campaign chairman headed to jail. Paul Manafort is facing troubling accusations of attempting to tamper with potential witnesses in the criminal case against him. NBC's White House correspondent Kristen Welker on that one this morning. Kristen, good morning to you.
Hi, Savannah. Good morning to you. In this latest legal twist, Special Counsel Robert Mueller is asking a judge to send Paul Manafort to jail and revoke his house arrest while he awaits trial. And it comes amid a critical question here. Does this president think he's above the law?
This morning, a new bombshell in the Russia investigation. Overnight, Special Counsel Robert Mueller's team accusing President Trump's former campaign chairman Paul Manafort of attempted witness tampering. Manafort is currently under house arrest as he awaits two separate trials on a series of felony charges, but now he could be jailed until those trials get underway. Prosecutors say Manafort repeatedly contacted two people who worked for him, even using encrypted messaging apps in an effort to influence their testimony and otherwise conceal evidence. Manafort, who has pleaded not guilty to charges of failing to disclose his lobbying work for a foreign government, is not commenting. It comes just 2 days after President Trump tweeted that Manafort wouldn't have been hired if he'd known Manafort was under investigation during the campaign. It comes as the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, defended Mr. Trump overnight after the president tweeted, "I have the absolute right to pardon myself."
I can tell you as a lawyer, the pardon power is complete and there is no limitation on it. Would somebody impose a practical limitation on it? Absolutely.
Section 2 puts a limit on it.
The practical limitation is it would be suicide.
Giuliani also walked back his controversial comment to the Huffington Post, saying the president could shoot James Comey and not be prosecuted, arguing if he shot James Comey, he'd be impeached the next day.
It was a hypothetical that you would entertain in a law school. Totally ridiculous. The president hasn't done anything wrong. There's no reason for any of this.
Okay, so I guess the question, Kristen, is whether a president could pardon himself. Here's a law school hypothetical for you this morning, okay?
It's a good question. That question of whether a president can pardon himself has really never been tested, Savannah, because no president has ever tried it. The strongest argument in favor is that the Constitution doesn't say he can't. However, many constitutional experts believe such a pardon would be invalid. Well, why? Well, first, the Constitution says the president has the power to grant pardons. The language here is important. A grant is something given to someone else. The law also says no one may be a judge in his own case. That was what the Justice Department told Richard Nixon days before he resigned in 1974. And Savannah, if you and others feel like they just went back to law school, you'd all be forgiven.
I know, it is. I'm having bad flashbacks. Also, the Department of Justice says that